morning, everybody. Yep, if you look out there, it looks quite a lot wider. It's Tuesday, February 9. And if you look real close, you'll see it's snowing. We've had Sunday and Monday both. It just freezing, drizzled here, and part of the day on Saturday it was snowing. But all of what's been happening here is below the radar, I guess, because there was no radar picking any of it up. And we're fixing to go into the deep freeze for us. We're gonna have, they're predicting this Saturday night to be the coldest temperature we got, but we're gonna have some lows in the single digits and down to 0, and then we are in for more than a week now, or right at a week left yet before we get a high that's above freezing. And we usually have some of this every year. I'm just glad it would come in February. That means it's not going to last that much longer. Well, we're going to have spring pretty quick here. So I've unrolled a bale of hay for these cows. Cut a hole in the pond. Already fed my calves, but I'll have to go cut a hole in their pond. I may wait till this evening when I give them a little more hay on the calves at home, but I've got to go take care of the calves and bulls. I'll have to cut ice for them too. It's about an inch thick here. But actually today is the day we should start calving. By what we usually do, turn them out at the same time every year. But Scott has now had 3 calves. He had a new baby this morning, and it was up and going on its own, so that's good. I'm kind of feeding them here in this holler where they got a little wind protection. That wind on a brand new wet baby calf could just be really, really bad. And I've got firewood. We got some firewood logs brought in yesterday from over here in my own woods. I've got some of that I need to cut up and bust if I can stand to be out there in it. Scott's trying to saw, having water freezing troubles there. That Wood-Mizer sawmill puts just a little bit of water on the blade, and so you've got a jug of water that rides back and forth with the thing. And we've got one of them totes in that building that we keep our water in to fill our jugs out of. Works very well. We don't have to walk very far with a full jug, put it on the mill. And usually, if he really is getting along good and sawing a lot of sappy stuff that he has to have that water drip for, why he might run through a couple buckets of it in a day. But our water tank, even inside the barn, is froze. The valve on the bottom of it froze up this morning, so I've got to get in there with the skid loader and pick it up and take it up to the house and run water over it until I may even just be able to put fresh water with it until it thaws out to where I can open it up and let the water out, or it will freeze up and bust that. I got that to do. I won't be delivering any. There isn't any school district around here that's had in-person classes today. The roads are bad. The mist that we was getting that was freezing onto everything has got everything ice coated. You can tell by our trees that had that. You can see it on that fence. Fence wires in there about twice the size of what they ought to be. I'm not worried about it, but this is kind of hard on our power lines. We are way at the end of our power lines, so if there is a place where they have trouble, we'll be out of power. But so far so good. Got my wood stove stoked up. Nita's home keeping the stuff put in it, so I think we're good. I've kind of been saving this place over here where we just drove through to feed hay in whenever it's gets really bad, but it's not terribly windy with this system. We have just not been experiencing a lot of wind. It's a gentle breeze kinda, if it had been a brisk wind, we would be really super cold wind chills. They're predicting our wind chills though Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning to be like negative 25 or something crazy like that. So, well, that's enough of me jabbering. I got to get around here and see if I can't get the rest of these chores done. Maybe I'll bring you back out in a little while. A little bit after 3 o'clock. It's still spitting a little bit. We just looked on the weather. It says it's 20 degrees. I got to take this load of firewood to a guy. I have a thing or two I'd like to tell him. He's hassling me for firewood. I'd really like to tell him that a lack of planning on his part doesn't constitute an emergency on mine, but anyway, I gotta take this dinner to him. I've already been feeding calves and checked my cows, and so this is the last thing I'm gonna do today. Be surprised it don't take me an hour to run this firewood about 4 miles, and then I'll be done. We'll see how that works out. Thanks for watching my videos. I'll talk to you on the next one.